Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. We need to have a heart-to-heart. We need to talk about this bull run, this altcoin season. Because, guys, the whole reason I created this channel was I have a financial background and I do my deep dives for me and I share with my community. So I want to get people in the group that actually make money. Unfortunately, over 90%, think about that, guys, 9 out of 10 people are going to lose money, and their money is going to go into the 10%. Well, I want to change that. And I want you to ask yourself, how are you doing in this cycle, in this bull run? How many times have you FOMO'd in from people selling you the FOMO lies and the Lambo lies? Well, guys, it's videos like this that will give you the alpha, the real knowledge that will get you in that 10%, at least give you a fighting chance. Now, videos like this doesn't really grow your channel. You know what grows the channel, guys? Lies and misinformation, telling people they are getting that Lambo. Just hodl. Well, guys, let's be frank. Including myself, no one got into crypto to not make life-changing gains in this cycle. And now you notice a lot of people are extending that bull run and that hodl mentality because they've been wrong. Well, in this video, we're going to talk about this cycle, what you can do to turn around your portfolio if you're not doing well, and just give you some alpha you need to make better decisions, because I'm still extremely bullish and I have not yet said we are in altcoin season, but I'm starting to think that we are in altcoin season. I'm pretty sure we are, but it doesn't look like what we think. And no matter how it pans out, I don't think it's just going to pump every token 10, 15, 20x like people think. So in this video, we're just going to dive through some alpha and look at a lot of charts really quickly. And hopefully, if you'll just open your mind for just about 10 minutes, and let's think about something. What if we just cleared our brain and said, hey, the hell with altcoin season? How's this cycle been? If I wasn't sitting there waiting on that Lambo, what would I have been doing? Because, guys, I know like 20 plus people that have made life-changing gains, but they've been taking profits because the profits have been here. But because a lot of people just waiting for those FOMO lies and those price predictions that people have been lying to you about, you didn't take profits, and I don't get it. So anyway, hit the like button. And guys, we're going to dive in some really good alpha. And we're going to start off with some really good news that just came out. As you can see on the screen, Trump just basically texted out that, everything's going to smooth out with China. So that tariff cloud, that's the biggest tariff cloud that's been holding over our heads, should be coming to an end. And now we've already got another cut coming, and things are looking better. That being said, when altcoin season picks up, guys, if you don't take profits, you're going to become the prophet. And I just did a video talking about the liquidity. Guys, there's not really the liquidity, and liquidity doesn't work like you think. And I did an example video showing you that, guys. Please watch that video, and also watch the video of the Fed's Crypto Payment Innovation Summit. Guys, Wall Street's here. The banks are here. You have to zoom out and look at the big picture. Anyway, so let's dive into it, guys. Now, check this out. Guys, this is the total too. This is all the altcoins outside of Bitcoin. Guys, we've made a new all-time high. Now, in my opinion, here's the difference. In this cycle right here, it went straight up both times, right? That was the last cycle. But in this cycle, we've just been kind of steadily growing, right? But what you want to see is when this goes down, right? It comes down to this line and it pumps. Well, you should have took profits. Comes down, it pumps, take some profits. But look at this, guys. This just clarifies everything to me. This is all the altcoins. Look at the explosive growth in the market cap of the altcoins. It's amazing. We've been growing by like 65% a year for the last 3 years. So why isn't everything pumping? Well, guys, I believe there's a couple of reasons. And we're going to talk about them. Really about 3 reasons. The smart money's here. They don't think like we think. And then people don't understand tokenomics. And we have had an immense opportunity. But I think you would agree that, guys, the odds are stacked against everyone that is not a well, in the insiders group, or the market makers, or the early investors, or the massive influencers that get paid to shill and get tokens and dump on their communities. Everything is stacked against us. So let's look at something else, guys. So that's all positive. Now this is just the last 3 years of those same altcoins. Guys, it's massive. But again, guys, what you want to see and what you see here is people are stacking altcoins. They're not necessarily always in the market. Guys, I'm probably only 50% in the market. I've been waiting to go all in for altcoin season. And thank goodness I've been taking profits along the way, which is what I preach in my coaching. And if you need some help with your portfolio, we'll talk about it at the end. But guys, what you want to see, this is the money coming in. This is when they're deploying it. It's going out. They're deploying it. They're taking profits. They'll deploy it again. They'll take profits. Guys, over 80 to 90% of everyone in crypto are not in the spot market. They're traders. They're trading. That's why we get the volatility. That's why when you get some money and the FOMO kicks in, think about it, guys. This isn't hype. This isn't FUD by any stretch of the imagination. Every time you get excited and your portfolio goes up, what happens? The big money dumps on you and you become exit liquidity. Now, so we got the whales, the market makers, all those big boys against us. And they're using leverage and other manipulative ways to take your money. But guys, check out this stat, and then we're going to get into those charts. It takes roughly $5 billion a week to offset the tokenomics built into all these cryptos. So think about it, guys. You are getting dumped on at that amount. That's why all these projects can't make new all-time highs and can't hold a pump. If a project has bad tokenomics, you better start taking profits. Get your initial investment out as soon as possible. And don't let any idiot lie to you and talk you into market cap or tokenomics don't matter. Guys, a project could be the best project on the planet, just like the dollar. The dollar's the strongest currency in the world, but it's the best of the worst. It sucks. Put your money in the bank and see what happens to your buying power. Cryptos are exactly like that. You're getting dumped on. That's why Bitcoin is in its league by itself, because no one can dump on you guys. Everyone that buys Bitcoin, they're having to go into the market. Even when they go into the OTC desk, it comes out of that 21 million, period. So if the big boys want to dump, that's fine. But they can't replace it by just printing or using their token supply that they've created. Guys, I can't tell you how important that is. All right, let's talk about this cycle. Guys, I know we've been promised 25, 50, 150Xs, but guys, that's straight BS for the most part, especially your older tokens. But let's go back through this cycle. Now, for about the last 2 years, once I really understood it, I started telling people, and I wish someone would have told me on day one, if you want to make life-changing gains, play the probabilities. And the probabilities are that you want to buy new tokens that have never experienced a bull run in the hot sectors. And that is tried and true. There's a few exceptions, but very few. And no Dino token has ever made life-changing gains from its cycle high in their previous cycle. 90% don't even make a new all-time high. Why is that, guys? Because they are dumping supply in the bear. They killed the project, but they get rich. Who cares? All right, now let's run through these charts, guys. Look at this. We're going to start with Solana. That's not really life-changing gains, but if you bought Solana at the bottom, you're looking at a 25, 28x in this cycle from a Dino token. That's pretty impressive. But no one bought Solana. Why? Because it doesn't have an army telling you to buy it and FOMO in every day. All right, look at this, guys. AI16Z, an AI agent. Guys, if you bought this when it first came out and you had time and you put in 10,000, you'd have 1.25 million if you sold the top. Now look, yeah, it dumped. And people go, oh my God, I got wrecked. Well, they bought the top. And you're going to see something in every one of these charts that they all have the same, guys. And please watch this video and remember that. Did I say hit that like button? Now, that's life-changing gains. Solid project. I still own it. SPX, guys, you put in $10,000 at the bottom. You had months to buy it. You'd be worth $11 million on 10,000. That's life-changing gains. And you still would be worth like $3 million even if you didn't take the profits. Look at this. And all those outside of Solana, the big money, new projects, never experienced a bull run. MXY just came out. Life-changing gains. Massive. Millionaire from a 10K. Aerodrome. Life-changing gains. Graphite Protocol. Life-changing gains. Life-changing gains. PIN. Brand new project. Token Dot. Life-changing gains. Delincium. One of my only tokens that I caught that was this big. And fortunately, I took profits. I took them early, guys. And then I got hacked and lost the rest of my money. But life-changing gains. Chain Opera just came out. Life-changing gains. Soros. Life-changing gains. Ondo. Not life-changing gains, but a new car or so. AB. Life-changing gains. Render. Older Dino token. Life-changing gains. Led this bull run for a year and a half. Injective. The same thing. Dino token. Led this bull run for over a year. BitGet. Same thing. Life-changing gains. Virtual Protocol. Life-changing gains. Jelly My Jelly, life-changing gains. Pay AI Network, life-changing gains. Now, what did you notice about every one of those projects? They all dumped because the smart money is going to just roll in, create FOMO, buy down in here, and start selling because there's not much liquidity. Please watch the video at the end about liquidity. Guys, it doesn't take much. There's a multiplier, which is in that video, that talks about the liquidity's not there. So if someone put in like $1 million, $5 million, it is so leveraged and on leverage. Guys, they are the liquidity. You are the exit liquidity. It's funny, sometimes I read in my comments, people say, Oh, he just wants to tell you to sell so he can buy it and pack his bags. What are you talking about? No one wants you to sell. All the big smart money, they dump on you. Well, if you're selling, right, they want you to buy, guys. They want you to hodl. You're the exit liquidity. You're the only money in there. Everyone else is trading and taking your profits. Now, here's one. There's only two ways, in my opinion, to really do well. You stack low when everyone's, crying like they have been in the last couple of weeks. And when it starts to pump, you get that initial investment out as soon as possible and you start taking profits along the way. You don't wait for altcoin season and hodl, or you learn to short. Now look at Pay AI Network, guys. I'm probably going to buy it. I've already made a small handful, but I'm going to start stacking it. But look at this, guys. I posted it in my inner circle. We shorted it. And people did well. Why? Because it pumped so hard. And I know that the smart money is going to dump. These things don't just keep pumping and pumping and pumping. And every once in a while they do. But guys, it's not when they're going to dump or if it's going to dump. It's just a matter of when. And the bigger the candle, just like when the Dino tokens pumped at the first of the year after the election, they all fell way more than 50%. And they probably are not going to come back. There's a good chance that they already hit their cycle high. Not saying they are, but why would you not take the profits? Imagine if you bought those Dino tokens and you took out your initial investment. Maybe you just doubled or tripled your money and let the rest ride. You could have bought them all back. And you'd had over a year, or about a year, a year, to put that money back to work. So, that being said, guys, if you need some help with your portfolio, or if you want to learn to short, I got something for you. I've got a special offer. If you want to learn to short, which I believe, guys, is by far easier and the most consistent way to make money in crypto than trying to buy the bottom and pray for altcoin season, or, trying to catch the top on these new projects. Because we've been doing well in the bull market, and when the bear market's here, guys, it's game over for the people that are hodling. But the people that know how to short, the party's just getting started. So for $250, guys, you get my shorting course, which I truly believe is the best I've ever seen, and it's different than you think. But it comes with 13 videos. It comes with a Zoom call so that you understand my strategy. And guys, we short the pumps in the bull market. We short the all-time highs. We don't short the breakdowns. That's for the bear market. That's later on. But anyway, it also comes with 5 months of my inner circle, which is the same value as the entire package with the Zoom and the course, which is only $250. And if you want to learn the short, guys, I'll leave my email in the description and pin it in the comments. Reach out. Now, if you need someone to take a look at your portfolio, I have a portfolio course that has 18 videos. Guys, it answers pretty much every question you'll have. But if it doesn't, we do a Zoom call where we go through your portfolio. And then if you need help with tokenomics, market cap, dollar cost averaging in, and you didn't get those questions answered in the course, I'll help you get the answers you need to make informed decisions and hopefully capitalize on the remainder of this cycle. And you get 5 months of my inner circle. So you get the course, the Zoom call, the inner circle for $250. Or you can just join the inner circle. And guys, whether you take me up on any of that or not, do yourself a favor. Get a game plan. Stick to it. And don't hodl, guys. I promise you, cryptos are not stocks. I used to trade foreign currencies. I was a commodities and futures trader. And guys, cryptos are more like commodities. They are cyclical and they pump for no reason. They dump for no reason. And when you have profits or losses, you better cut those losses and start taking those profits. Because guys, again, cryptos are not stocks, and most of these don't make any money. They don't have a future. And if you watch that Fed meeting where the powerhouses, the banks and Wall Street talked about their strategies for payments and real world assets, which is going to change the world. If you haven't watched that, guys, I don't even know how you invest in crypto, because you're just going to think that these projects are the best ever, best since sliced bread. And then when you listen to the big boys, which I've been screaming since my very first video, you'll realize, damn, I better take some profits. They have all the customers, and they're building out layer ones that are faster, free, more scalable, scalable. They're taking away the need for a bridge token. They're taking away the need for liquidity pools. Guys, the big boys are here, but you can still make money if you understand the game. That being said, guys, two thoughts. If the majority were right, the majority would be rich, and the majority of crypto are going to lose money. And if you don't take profits, you're going to become the prophet. One last bullet point, guys. If you're looking to hodl, you better learn to short so at least you can hedge your position. Because, guys, when this cycle's over, whenever that is, and a lot of people are saying, oh, now the cycles are over forever. Guys, these tokens are going to crash. And they're going to crash. History, I just play the probabilities. Why do I want to play the exception? The probability is that every single altcoin is going to drop over 80%. There may be a little difference because of the ETFs and the treasuries, but I bet everything, including Solana and Ethereum, are the best of the best as far as the Wall Street is concerned. But they're all going to crash at least 50%. But these shit coins and the tokens that don't make any money, and any token that has bad tokenomics, guys, will dump 80, 90, 95, 97%. And most of these tokens aren't coming back for the next cycle. All right, that's all the hype I got for you. But guys, hit the like button and come back and be part of this community. Let me know what you think in the comment section. But guys, it's go time. Start studying tokenomics. Don't let anyone bullshit you about tokenomics don't matter. No one, and I mean no one, talks about it. It doesn't matter what project it is, how fast it is, how big it is, what kind of adoption it has. If you're getting dumped on constantly, you're not going to win. And when the bear market gets here, the tokens with bad tokenomics are going to keep dumping, and there's not going to be a damn person there to buy them. That's why you get these crashes. All right, I'm getting on my high horse. Hey guys, I say all this with love. I really do have your back. I want you to be successful. Take care.